Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So it's just reported that the New York Knicks are extremely pursuing Warriors guard D'Angelo Russell. You know, the guy last year that was an NBA All-Star is only 23 years of age. So, yes, the Golden State Warriors are trying to shop him away. And I think it's actually a perfect scenario for both sides. So I'm going to go through a trade with you guys I think makes completely 100% sense. But before we get going on that, if you guys don't mind dropping a like on this video, and of course, subscribing if you're new to the channel. And as always, guys, check out my second channel, Extra Crispy, for daily NBA content over there. So there's a very important aspect to this trade that you must realize before I go over it. And that is that the Golden State Warriors are not trying to sign some long-term contract, ridiculously, salary cap crippling type of dude out there. They are trying to actually save salary cap, not go over the luxury, so that way, going into the 2021 NBA offseason, they are right there as big-time players for guys like Giannis, who reportedly might be interested in going to the Warriors. Now, Buck fans tell you otherwise, but, I never thought KD would go to the Warriors. Straight up, man. So, the Warriors want to be into a circumstance to do that. So, as far as, D'Lo's trade value, for them, if they could get some expiring contracts, maybe a good young player that's still on their rookie deal, and some draft picks, they would be fine with that, guys. So, I know people are out there saying that they want this, highly valued guy for D'Lo. It's not going to happen unless it's a superstar, but no teams are really going to trade their superstars for D'Lo, unfortunately speaking. So the trade I came up with, and I think makes complete sense. Now, you might argue a draft pick should be taken away or maybe even added in based on who you're talking to, but we have a trade of Bobby Portis, Frank Ntilikina, Kevin Knox, and 2 Dallas Maverick first-round draft picks. You could argue one of the Knicks ones. I totally would listen to you on that. In exchange for D'Lo and also a filler player, Amari Caspi. The reason this trade makes sense is because, with Bobby Portis, that's an expiring deal. Somebody that would probably actually re-sign with the team on a smaller contract. Instantly fits in with the three-point shooting offense. You get Frank Ntilikina. I think he just needs a confident boost. If he was somebody that was able to come off the bench and really just focus on his defense, hopefully working the three-point shot, no better coach than Steve Kerr helping with that. And of course, having Steph Curry, Klay Thompson on his team, then he could be like the new, hopefully, Shaun Livingston of the team. A guy that can just come off the bench and just really provide good defense and stuff. Then you get Kevin Knox, who is a great young player, instant plug and play into this offense at the small forward spot. Have him be off the bench or as a starter. He's your young asset too, of course, and you get the first round draft picks out of it. And then the New York Knicks, who are the focus of this video, they get D'Lo, who just becomes their new starting point guard. And I think with the combination of D'Lo, and also, damn, see this, where's he? Oh, Archie Barrett's injured. I was about to say, man, sore right ankle. I was like, where's this man at? That gives you one of the best building block backcourts, really in the entire NBA, as far as just building talent around. And then, of course, D'Lo with Mitchell Robinson, that's not a bad look either. You just get a guaranteed star. And I think that's just what the Knicks need right now, guys. They need a guarantee guy, a 23-year-old that signed up for 4 years, $117 million. And just they don't have to worry about, oh my God, are we going to be able to get some of this free agency? No, they have building blocks to this team now. And then now they are able to go into free agency and try to get the rest of the puzzle. And you got some pretty decent players here that I would think some veterans would not mind playing with. So it's definitely going to be a very interesting rebuild. We're not really doing anything else this season here. I want to be honest. I want to see how D'Lo plays, as the starter. We got Alonzo Trier as shooting guard right now. Of course, I will put RJ Barrett back in the starting lineup. I think I actually lied. I'm going to actually do one trade. I'm going to attempt to trade away Dennis Smith Jr. for something because he doesn't want to be a part of the team, and he's another player that very well could just get moved, and that would just be the end of that. So, I wouldn't mind getting an expiring deal or a draft pick for him. I don't see Tyler Hero going to the Knicks. I'm not trying to do anything completely unrealistic just because I don't really see anything like that really happening. So, yeah, Christian Wood, Markieff Morris, that's actually not completely unrealistic because the Pistons are kind of interested in getting him. I'm not saying they would trade Christian Wood away. He's actually pretty damn solid, but if they get their dude, Dennis Schroeder, they probably wouldn't go after since they have D'Lo now. So yeah, I think I'm just going to do this trade where you get Christian Wood, Markieff Morris. Gotta give him a freaking first-round draft pick. That's okay. I don't think I'll be doing a 2024 rebuild anyway. So we'll do that one right there. That's completely fine. No issues with that. And yeah, man, so this is the starting five right now. Quite honestly, D'Lo is not going to get this team to the playoffs, but I'm excited to see what happens after this season. Plus, we still have, with a record of 14-36, one of the worst teams in the NBA, we should still have, no doubt, a top 10 draft pick. So we can even go another step further and get another guy to add to really this young core, or we could trade it for, a veteran that we're looking for. So guys, let's go ahead and simulate the rest of this NBA season. Not really expecting a lot, but who knows what could happen. Maybe we do make the playoffs. Okay, so we're at the end of the regular season, 24 wins on the year, so yeah, still one of the worst teams in the NBA. We beat my Detroit Pistons 153-125. Just want to check out these scores here. 36, 3, and 10 for D'Lo, so it seems like he's fitting right in over here. RJ Barrett only 13 shots. He'll play 15 minutes? Damn, man, I don't know what's up with that, but here we go. One more game against the T-Wolves and finish with a L on the season. Sounds good to me. Just better chance that we get a better draft pick right here. So yeah, we are going to go ahead and check out these player stats, everything like that, and really to see how we're doing. So yeah, obviously not in the playoffs. But let's go ahead and see how D'Lo did since acquiring him. So roughly, the month of February is when he started on this team. 23 points, 7 assists. Let's go to these split stats over here. And yes, so since February, 24 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. April 21 with about 8 assists, 24 and 8. So around like 24.7 assists is what he's averaging since coming on this team. And those are really good numbers, man. Definitely something to work with. Julius at 17 points. RJ Barrett 15, 5, and 2. Not bad. I mean, not bad for a rookie season whatsoever. RJ is only 19 years of age. And I did think it was going to take me even longer than that to get to that point. So I'm happy about it. Let's go ahead and simulate these playoffs right here. So what exactly am I looking for this season? Well, I don't think this season I want to do anything ridiculously contract-wise. Like, if there's a really good player available, sure, I'll go for them. But it would be nice to sign Marcus Morris to, like, a decent-sized contract. But really, the idea also is, while the Knicks traded for D'Lo, very much like the Warriors, they want to make their run at guys like Giannis too. So, yeah, definitely after this season is when we'll probably do the big time moves. But let's go ahead and see what we actually have, via our draft pick and coaching wise and kind of what directions we want to take there. So we will go to staff signing first. And, you want to, okay, here we go, man. So, yeah, David Fizdale, that's not even the coach right now, is it? I don't know, man. We're going to fire him anyway and get a different coach on the team. And, yeah, not a lot of, like, real life coaches available. Jason Kidd, we got Ron Adams. You know what, Ron Adams? Let's give him a chance here, guys. We'll give him a chance to succeed as the coach of this team. There we go. All right. I mean, he knows how to win games. Play, coach with Steve Kerr there. I almost said played for Steve Kerr. I probably could get a few buckets out there if he really tried. But let's go to the NBA draft, guys. I have no idea what pick we actually have here. It very well could be the first pick, and that would just be amazing. I'm not betting on it. I'm going to say like 7th. 7th pick is what I'm predicting. Cavaliers got the first. Pelicans got the second. We have the 5th pick. So we can definitely make some noise with that. As far as prospects available, we got Jaden McDaniels. We got Killian Hayes, RJ Hampton, Obi Toppin out there. I would say out of all these guys, Jaden McDaniels is definitely a good scorer out there. He's an inside scoring guy, perimeter defensive player. He is 6'10" with a 7-foot wingspan. It says stealing Glenn Rice, Bojan Bogdanovic as the floor. That's like a good route to go. I was kind of getting Danilo Gallinari vibes maybe. I also really like Obi Toppin also though, man. I feel like if we got either one of these guys, I mean both stretch bigs at the 3 spot that can play power forward a little bit. I feel like we get either one of those guys. We don't actually really need to get Marcus Morris back. So I think in this case, it probably makes more sense to go with, well, the 2K ranking, which, is kind of important, or 2K big board, 8, 7 for Obi. Can't go wrong either way. Which one do I want, man? Which one do I want? I don't know. 21 years of age for Obi, and this kid's only 19. We don't really have the scouting report on him either, so I'm going to go with Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels very well could be the starting small forward of this team, or we use him off the bench, and we re-sign Marcus, but like I said, I ain't trying to, give up any big-time contracts. We have another draft pick here, actually, so let's probably just go, best rating available. Okay, well, that's not happening. I'm going to go with Steven Enoch. I think is how you say that. So we can start Mitchell Robinson this year and kind of go with that. But yeah, so rookie signing, 78 overall. This guy's only a 71. I'm actually not going to sign him up because I don't want to waste more money. Team player options, Alfred Payton decline. Player option decline for Morris. Decline for, we have a team option on Reggie, Wayne. I mean, I'll accept Elfrid Payton's 1-year team option. We need a backup point guard, so hey, why not him, right? Sounds good to me. Qualifying offers, Alonzo Trier. I actually like to get him back, and Damian Dotson if possible. Rest of these guys are really not going to use, so I'll let them walk away. Moratorium period. So yeah, we like this is what you don't want to get caught up doing. Like, there's guys available here, but I think we're better off waiting till next season, you know, to really go at things, because I guess we could go like the same route of signing like some 1-year contracts, but even with that, it's like, what do we really expect? You know, what do we really expect in this case? We're not going to win a championship this season, so maybe this is just like a weird analytical mindset, but I'm like, let's just not sign anybody, have a worse record again, get a good top draft pick, get that asset, and then have all that cap space available for next season. That's kind of where I'm at with things, guys. I think I'm going to roll with that one. I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the beginning of the regular season, check out the team. Not expecting much, of course, but just continue on player development and kind of just go from there, I suppose. Okay, so here is the team going into the beginning of the regular season with a heavy emphasis on playing our young players. We got D'Lo, RJ in the backcourt. We got Jaden starting at the 3 spot, Julius still at the 4, and Mitchell Robinson at the 5. Benching, we got Elfrid Payton, Taj Gibson still, Damian Dotson, and we got like, you know, just like some minimum players out there too. So nothing too special. I do think I'm going to toss Ignas Brazdeikis into the G League just because I do see him like, I do like envision him still as like a solid enough, you know, backup, you know, on the NBA. So we'll put him in the Westchester Knicks and see what he can do over there. But yeah, man, I don't want to talk too much more about this season. It's kind of more just like a development year. Let's go ahead, simulate it, and see what happens. Okay, so end of the regular season, 30-51. Great. Let's move on to the offseason here, guys. Simulate through date and finish with a W on the season. I mean, you know, we went a little plus in the win department. Definitely not mad about that. So, you know, at least teams might see that and be like, hey, let's go play for Crispy Flakes New York Knicks. Yeah, they're probably not thinking bad, but we are now in the playoffs, obviously, again. So player stats on the season. Let's see what happens. D'Lo 25-8. We got RJ at 21-5-2. So huge improvements for him. You know, from his rookie season. Like, those are fantastic numbers, man. Like, to me, those are actually, at least in the Eastern Conference, borderline all-star numbers you might even see. Jaden McDaniels, rookie season, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Pretty much just a new Marcus Morris, so I'm good with that. Julius, you're not going to be back on this team, so not too concerned about you. Mitchell Robinson, though, is going to be an interesting story because while we do want to go for a big-name player, Mitchell Robinson is due a contract, I believe. We got a team option. Perfect, man. Absolutely perfect. All right, so let's simulate these playoffs. Yeah. Our whole starting 5 is going to be so damn cheap, except D'Lo, who I think has like a near max contract. I don't remember the exact dollar amount, but we got so much money to work with. Julius Randle being off the team now and everything. Elfrid Payton frees up about $9 million, assuming we don't re-sign him back, which, you know, if the money's right, as a backup, I definitely would, but that's about it. So we got Warriors, Nets. We got the Nets actually winning. Kyrie Irving, your finals MVP. Good for him. All right, let's get to it. We should still have ourselves a really good draft pick here, too. Let's go to staff signing real quick here. I don't want to fire our coach because I would feel kind of bad about it. And B-, B-, D+. But, you know, there's other coaches out there looking to... No, we'll keep them. We'll keep them. I do want to get myself a better trainer, though. Or a trainer, I should say. Let's go with Glenn Howard, just because it's always nice to get in those training camps. By the way, guys, I like 95% of the time do training camps off camera, just if you were wondering. Some people get concerned about that sometimes, but yeah, I mean, sometimes I do forget, don't get me wrong, but like 95% of the time, you know, I'm doing untapped potential on somebody, because it's usually the way to go. But all right, we got to the 8th pick in the draft here. Let's see who is available. So, wow, this guy is the 3rd-ranked player, Evan Mobley, interior finisher, 7 foot with a 7'7" wingspan. We got Wendell Moore Jr., Scotty Barnes, Isaiah Mobley, Greg Brown III. Okay, this guy seems like a damn steal. Like to be like a backup to Mitchell Robinson. He's also got a decent mid-range shot, good rebounding center. Yeah, we're going with him. It just seems like a steal right there at that spot. So, yeah, no doubt going to pass up on him. Rookie signings, though, we get him 79 overall player. Yeah, he's going to be a beast already to start off. So, we got Mitchell back. Julius will be gone. RJ's back. Ignas will be a backup small forward on the team. There we go. And qualifying offers. You know, I don't want to give these guys money because I want as much free, you know, as much cap space available as possible. So, as far as players available, well, you know, we don't got our Giannis on here, unfortunately. I was hoping maybe he would have bit, but it looks like he probably re-signed with his team. You got Jason Tatum, who is restricted. He'll probably get matched. Paul George is available. I mean, could go with him at the 3, Jaden at the 4. That's definitely a possibility. Victor Oladipo, maybe he's looking for something different out there. So, yeah, not exactly the players I'm looking for in general, but still some really good ones. Paul George, no doubt, going to get the contract offer. I mean, to me, he's probably like priority number 1. I probably will toss one towards Jason Tatum, but not really expecting anything to happen there. And let's go with, you're not really liking those 3s out there. I mean, John Collins is just like a nice player. He's also restricted. Damn, dude. Little disappointing, not gonna lie. I was hoping for some better signings. Yeah, I guess Oladipo, we could probably finesse him into the lineup somehow. So, okay, there we go. We got Paul George willing to sign with the New York Knicks. I can't afford him and Oladipo, unfortunately. That would just be, too much of a good thing. But, yeah, Paul George makes complete sense as far as you ask me. Just like a sniper scorer out there. Instant plug and play. He can be a great catch and shoot player. Of course, can handle the basketball. Defensively will be great. So, yeah, we're going to go with Paul George. We got Jason Tatum to the Spurs, and he gets matched. Would have just happened to us anyway. All right, let's make sure that we end up with Paul George, though. Like, I don't want to, take any chances there. And, all right, Paul George is on the team. We still got some more money here to actually get some other players. So, if we want to actually get Julius back, he's got 5 offers. I mean, use Jaden off the bench. I would be completely fine doing that. Yeah, I mean, might as well. Like, he's been decent enough for over this past few seasons. Or even use him off the bench, I suppose. I want to see his stat line last year. 15 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Yeah, I mean, in the right role, he's fine. We got Duncan Robinson available. Don't really need him at all. Any other power forwards I like? I mean, you got Melo, $15 million. Not really trying to get him, though. So, yeah, Julius is our best option right there. Or maybe even like a sign trade is a good possibility. I do want to get Elfrid Payton back. So, come on, Alfred. Come on, man. Alfred, there we go. Got him back for a backup point guard. Shooting guards, let's go with Damian Lee. I believe he plays for the Warriors. He's, like, decent enough. So, we'll get him for a good old backup shooting guard. All right. Anything else? Not really. I think I'm going to go ahead, guys, and simulate to the beginning of the regular season. I probably will look at some sign trades for Julius Randle just because I feel like there's some better fits out there for us. So, yeah, let's see what's going on with that. Okay, so here is the team as of right now, guys. We got D'Lo, RJ, Paul George, Julius Randle, Mitch Robinson at the 5. Bench, we got Jaden McDaniels, Evan Mobley, Elfrid Payton, Ignas Brazdeikis, and Damian Lee. So, honestly, it's not bad. I'd much rather just kind of see if I could get, somebody for Julius Randle in the sign trade here. So, we're going to take a look. Toss him in. Anybody else I really want to toss him in? I guess I'm not really using Damian Dotson, unfortunately speaking, just because, I got Damian Lee that I am just personally using. So I'll toss in that with, if it's first round pick, sweeten the pot a little bit. You never really know, man. This trade here I already really like. Tobias Harris seems like he'd be a better fit alongside Mitchell Robinson. And we get Matisse Thybulle for his amazing defense. Now, unfortunately, it does leave us, I guess without a backup point guard, that's easy to replace. Colin Sexton, Tristan Thompson, Montrez, we got Dinwiddie, PJ Washington, Jabari Parker, DeAndre Jordan, Clint Capella, Devin Booker. Wow, man, that is a fantastic trade for us. And that's just fantastic. I don't really see the Suns doing that at all, though. Like, they're not going to give up all those, or they're not going to get just these guys back for Devin Booker. And I don't really have a place for him in the lineup, so I don't want to do a trade simply because he's a great player. We just don't have the room for him. It doesn't make sense for us to do that type of trade. We got Rui Hachimura and Kyle Kuzma. Okay, I think I'm going to go with the Tobias Harris Matisse Thybulle trade. It just makes sense, man. I feel like I do trade for Tobias quite a bit in this game. But, he's always a great player. And I always feel like he's a great fit at the power forward spot anyway. Especially in this case, it just makes complete sense offensively. So, yeah, we retain that. And I do need a backup point guard now. And with that being said, I don't really need Damian Lee. So, fortunately, he'll probably get tossed in with Kenny Wooten for a backup PG. Not a backup Paul George. I mean, I'll take another Paul George, but yeah, I already saw the one dude. I forgot what his name was, but I literally just saw him. He was a point guard. You know what? No, give me Aaron Holiday. There we go. That's good enough for me. And there we have it, man. That starting 5 is great. I'm sure Knicks fans would not be complaining about that at all. It's got great balance, great defense, great length. And to me, it's a championship team. I love our bench unit also. We're going to go with a 10-man rotation. Not really much more to do here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and simulate this season. And we're going to see just how good this new look New York Knicks team can do. Okay, so no matter what happens in the playoffs, I already consider this rebuild a huge success. Record is 16-21. Now, there's a lot of great teams in the NBA, so there's no guarantee the Knicks are going to win it this season. But really, the goal of these videos is to leave the team in a better situation than where I found it with. And I feel like we definitely no doubtably did that. So whether they won one this year, or maybe it takes a year or two, maybe 3 years, I think they're definitely in a situation where they could win a championship. So we got All-NBA first, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third. None of our players making that, unfortunately. But we are these... Oh, always got to be in the way, bro. It's always in the spot where I'm in the way at. We are the second seed against the Charlotte Hornets. Let's go these players' stats on the season real quick here. See how this is looking. So, D'Lo, 23 points, 9 assists. I can already tell. I didn't look at the other stats yet that this team is extremely balanced. I can already tell by that first leading scorer being D'Lo. 19, 5, and 2 for RJ. Paul George, surprisingly, only 16 points a game. I'm actually kind of disappointed by that, bro. Like, we threw you damn $40 million a season and only shoot 12 times? Like, what's up with that, man? I'm not a big fan of that. Tobias had 13 points. Jaden Nice off the bench. Mitchell Robinson, Mitchell Robinson-esque numbers. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy with the record. I just, Paul George, he's only 31. He's not some, ancient dude out there at this point. Should still be getting buckets like an all-star. But, hey, that's what it is sometimes, man. You know what? Actually, well, that's the thing. I don't want to fix it if it ain't broke. Like, I could very well go make Paul George the first scoring option, but I have no idea how that's going to affect the simulation. All I see is that we got 61 wins, and we're the second place in the Eastern Conference. So maybe, maybe that would just be fine to happen. Let's look at this first round right here, see how this goes. And, my bitch-ass chair's in the way, but looking like, it's not going to be a sweep. All right, 4-1. There we go. And thankfully, the Cleveland Cavaliers were able to knock out the Brooklyn Nets. So that's great for us. But we got 26 for RJ. Paul George, 14, 8, and 3, 19, 7 for D'Lo. Next up, the Cleveland Cavaliers. See what their team's looking like these days. Pretty much the same, except they do, of course, have Anthony Edwards now, who I think will be a superstar in the NBA. Similarly round, see how this goes against them. Definitely don't want to, bet. Oh, come on, guys, don't lose in the middle. They already beat the damn third seed. There we go. Got them 4-2. We got the closeout 33 for D'Lo, 22 for RJ. Damn, Mobley guys taking over the games, man. Like, playing simple. Well, all right, we got Milwaukee Bucks simulate rounds, and we just had our way with him. Like, wow, okay. I'm happy about that. I mean, whatever our team did, they were built to beat the Bucks, apparently. All right, yo, was that Carmelo Anthony I just saw? Is that Carmelo? Yo, Carmelo against his former teams in the Eastern Conference Finals. That'd be fun to watch. All right, we got Luka in the Dallas Mavericks. Simulate round here. And we just got them 4-0. D'Angelo Russell, the poster boy for this video, man, with the Finals MVP at 31 points and 9 assists per game. Hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Like I said, the trade, I could see a lot of people just being pissed off saying, well, the Warriors didn't get enough back, or maybe the Knicks gave up too much. I think for what the Warriors' goals are, this trade makes perfect sense, and it gives the Knicks a bright spot for their future. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.